Hi, welcome to Part My Frenchie. This is me, 143. If you don't have a friend, you have a few now. Welcome to another edition of the Kitchen Edition, where we are celebrating October and we are having fun on the couch. You've got Coco, Rosie, and Lola is behind the camera. Today we are making peanut butter pumpkin dog treats, making it from scratch. I have not tried this recipe out, so you're going to be trying it right along with me. I'm going to be using my trusty treat makers because I love them, but you don't have to have a treat maker. You can use it, make it, roll it out, get some really cute, they have some really cute cutouts for Halloween, roll it out, give them out as treats, hand them out on Halloween, give them to your friends, your neighbors. Everybody loves them. These are all natural ingredients. Nothing will hurt your pets. We're making them with cinnamon. That's good for your dogs today. We've got peanut butter, which is good for your dogs today, and pumpkin, which is great for your dogs today. So let's strap on in and start with this recipe. So we are going to start out with 2.5 cups of whole wheat flour. So I'm going to get my a cup measuring cup is what it's called. If you do not have whole wheat flour, you can use rolled oats. Throw that in your blender, make it into a flour paste, and it will be the same thing. If you don't have, you can rolled oats and flour are interchangeable. So if you don't have one or the other in any of these recipes, either or you can use. They work the same, which is kind of nice. So it's 2.5 cups of whole wheat flour. Throw that in here. And I'm going to get rid of that. Our next ingredient we are going to have is 2 large eggs. Crack those in there. Rosie is so intent on this recipe. Our last recipe we had, which was the the pumpkin ginger recipe. That went over very well. The dogs love that one. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to love this peanut butter pumpkin recipe. Again, these all in celebration of Halloween in October. Great month. I love this month. It's my birthday month, and just absolutely tons of fun things in the fall. Hay rides and pumpkin patches and all sorts of just fun Halloween movies and tons of things that go on. So I've got my 2 eggs mixed in there. The next we're going to go with 1/2 cup of pure pumpkin. Now you can go and get a small pumpkin and you can Martha Stewart it up. We love Martha. God love her. I always said that, you know, if there was any time that I ever wanted to go to jail, it would have been the time that she was in there, because I know I would have learned a whole hell of a lot. But love Martha Stewart. She's an amazing, amazing person. She's got so many great ideas and the things that she puts together, and oh my goodness. She's an icon, absolute icon. But just, again, legend, absolute legend. But you can go back to my pure pumpkin. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. But back to the pure pumpkin. 1/2 cup of pure pumpkin. You can go and get a little pumpkin, hollow it out, ground it up, and put it in here. Or you can be like Jen and go and get a can of 100% pure pumpkin. I've got the Libby's pure pumpkin, and you can put that on in here. Works the same. Make sure you get pure pumpkin and not the pie pumpkin. Pie pumpkin will have sugars in there and all other things to make pies with. You don't need that in this recipe. Dogs don't need all those extra ingredients. So just the pure pure pumpkin is all we need for this recipe to make it what we need it for. So our next ingredient, after we get this one all nice and mixed in here, is going to be 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. So I'm going to get that all in here next. Move this along. Move this over here. a little bit easier. So we're going to get 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and because who does not like peanut butter, right? Put 2 heaping teaspoons in there, 1, and then 2, and get that all in there. Looking good. I'm going to get that mixed in there. That's the one thing I just absolutely love about doing these kitchen recipes and being able to share them with you is how simple all these are. You know, I mean, I know I'm like a broken record with this. But I love how simple it is to make these delicious treats for your dogs, for your family, for friends, family, neighbors, for their pets. You just don't realize sometimes it's quick. It doesn't take a lot of time to do these things. And I mean, it's like, why not?
It's a no-brainer.
That's a no-brainer.
That's like a no-brainer.
Oh, that's a no-brainer.
Well, that's a no-brainer.
This is a no-brainer.
Well, that's a no-brainer.
Why not? You know, if you got the time to do it. The next thing that we've got is we're going to do a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. So I'm going to get my half a teaspoon here of cinnamon and throw that in here. Cinnamon also great for your dogs. Throw that right on in here. And that, mix that in there. And we are going to go then with, I'm going to do a cup of water. A cup of water is going to bring this all together. Another cup. I'm going to do this cup of water in here. You don't have to make a mess like I'm making a mess. You can do it nicer.
Look at the mess. That is a disaster.
But I'm gonna do it. Whoops! Do a cup of water in here. Get it all nice, so it gets everything nice and mixed up. But yeah, I absolutely love October. Not just because it's my birthday month, but just because I love all the decorations and the fun that goes along with it. The movies and I'm not a big haunted house person. Anybody that knows me, I don't do haunted houses. Never have, never will. They scare me. I don't like being scared like that. No, do not put me in a haunted house. Do not sign me up for a haunted house. Absolutely not. I don't. Some of these YouTubers they film themselves going through haunted houses, and that's enough for me. It gives me too much anxiety to watch or think about even going through a haunted house. God bless people that can go through those, because that is not for me. I'm going to put a little bit more water into this because I think it needs it. A little bit more. And while you're doing this, I mean, you could do the same thing too. I sometimes feel when I'm doing these recipes, like I channel like my grandmother through these, because I think sometimes when you're doing a recipe that often, it says one thing, but then when you're actually doing it, you look at something, you're like, I might need something else. And I think that that's cool. I think that that's good, because it never hurts. It never hurts to add a little bit extra water, or it never hurts to, if you want to switch something out, as long as it's not, dangerous for your pet, of course, but something like adding a little bit more water so that you're getting all the flour in there and and getting it all nice and mixed up. And
Water would be nice.
this is another recipe that just makes a lot. I mean, this bowl is full of batter, so we're going to get a lot of treats out of this, which is amazing. I do not like making recipes that you hardly get anything out of. That to me is a waste. So I'm going to start putting this in my treat maker, but even when you make them, you're going to see that you're going to get a good amount of treats out of this. So you're not going to be wasting your time when you make them. You're going to get a great amount of treats out of this, which is nice because, again, it's simple, it's easy. The ingredients are fresh, and it's worth it. It's worth your time. And again, when I do these shows, I put these in rather quickly, and so they're not all Bob Ross masterpiece, to be honest. And also, to be honest, I don't think that I would be capable of doing a Bob Ross masterpiece if I'm just really, shooting honest with you and myself. Not, a big artist at all. And I'm okay. I'm very okay with admitting things like that. Some people are good at certain things. It's just not one of my strengths in life, and I'm golden with that one. So, but what some people are good at one thing, other people are good at another, and that's the beauty of life, right? But and nonetheless, too, your dogs don't care how these come out. And the beauty of the treat maker is, no matter how sloppy I put these in here, they're still going to come out nice. They're going to still come out looking like little dog bones. So, and when I give them to neighbors and coworkers and stuff, nobody's ever complained about it. So, watch, this will be the time, right? They'll watch this and then they're going to start complaining about it. And Jen, you sloppy dog treats. So, I better not hear anything. But yeah, these are going in here quite nice. And like I said, I got tons of batter. So yeah, I can't wait. And they smell good. I smell the peanut butter. I smell the pumpkin. So I'm sure the dogs are going to love it as well. So drop in the comments below, like what's your favorite thing about Halloween, or October in general, and what do you like about it? Like I said, well, pumpkins are my absolute favorite. But I'm going to shut this and have this cooking. So we're going to get this going, and I'm going to open up the other one and start on that. And we'll see. Start this one going on the donuts.
Time to make the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh. I made the donuts. We make them at least twice every day. Time to make the donuts. Not a few kinds, like supermarket. Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts. But up to 52 varieties. The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts.
All right. Here. Pop this in here. Let's see. All right, so we're getting started on this one while the other one's cooking. And let's see what we got. Okay. All right. So, yeah. All right. Yeah, and still, like, I'm telling you what, you could probably get a whole another, at least another one and a half of the treat makers out of the rest of this batter. At least that's how much batter's in here, which is nice. So I'm going to close this one up. And I know I said, let's see here. But yeah, I mean, still a lot of batters left over here, which is great. Absolutely great. But this one's still cooking a little bit. But yeah, put in the comments below, put what's your favorite Halloween tradition, or do you have any traditions? We were talking in the car yesterday about, I had mentioned that there's no, Halloween songs, but when I Googled it, I was wrong on many levels. There's tons of Halloween songs. There's Thriller, and this DJ Jazzy Jeff song, and there's tons of Halloween songs out there. And I guess for some reason I just didn't think about them. You always think Christmas songs. There's tons of Christmas songs and all sorts of things out there, but you never think, oh gosh, there's Halloween songs. But anyway, so let me try. Let's see what we got over here. See how it. Oh, geez. Oh, these are done. See, I'm telling you what, you got to get a treat maker. Look how quick that is. I mean, just so quick. But let me get my, here, I'll just use this one. Get a paper towel. Yeah, we'll have a paper towel here. And I'll show you how pretty these look. And they smell so good. But if you put it in the oven, which you can do, if you put it in the oven, you do 325, for 15 minutes at least. And, you don't have to do it in any kind of weird shape or whatever, but look how pretty those look. And I put those in there horribly sloppy. But still, they come out like little dog bones, and they're nice and soft. And if you have a senior dog, they're going to have a soft dog treat on their mouths. So, I mean, so pretty and just so good and so quick and easy for your dogs. But that's done. My donuts are done. So, again, another easy recipe.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
That you can feed your dogs, give out as treats. Trick-or-treating's coming up.
Well, hello there, Spooky Pups. Are you trick-or-treating? All right, hold still. Here you go. Some goodies for each of you. Good pups. Happy.
When people, are coming around with dogs, you can ask them if there's any allergies, and, let them know what's in the treats. Make sure that, if you are giving these out, that people are putting them in their refrigerator, or at least feeding them within, 1 or 2 weeks. If not, they're all natural ingredients. So they will go bad, and you don't want that. So make sure you're telling people, feed them within 1 to 2 weeks, and they'll have a wonderful dog treat. Hopefully the dogs will eat them before then, because they're just so good for them, and they'll love them. But anyways, so please tell all your friends and family about us. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all your support for the channel. We appreciate you. Please hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. If you don't have a friend, you have one now. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi, welcome to Part of My Frenchie. This is me, 143. If you don't have a friend, you have a few now. Welcome to another edition of the Kitchen Edition, where we are fighting on the couch, but we are making pumpkin peanut butter. Okay, sorry. All right. Girls. Hi. Peanut butter pumpkin dog treats today. And we are going to be trying this recipe out. I have not tried this one yet. Okay, I'm going to try this over again. Girls. Rosie. Coco. No. Okay. Hi, welcome to Part of My Frenchie. This is me, 143. If you don't have a friend, you have a few now. Welcome to another edition of the Kitchen Edition, where it is October, and we are making peanut butter pumpkin dog treats today. And we are joined okay, sorry. This is what happens. Coco. No, what are you two doing? Girls.
Let's go!